Hey everybody, this is Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video for you. Today we're taking a look at a game of Rush on Operation Mortar. And I'm just going to point out some things that we did right and some things we could have done better. But right out the gate, we immediately push fast and furious. I bail out of the hovercraft and get the Alpha MCOM armed. Remember, rush, 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 push, push, push. Don't give them a chance to dig in. Right here, I continue probably a little bit too aggressively. I get taken out by the Peshneg. I was actually trying to circle around and get to that Bravo MCOM. My very next life, I'm able to get the arm on the Bravo, but they have defused the Alpha. So now we have our work cut out for us once again. Spawn back in on a teammate, jump out, and immediately press the Alpha MCOM. Get a second arm on it. And now, we're going to sit and try to defend these MCOMs so the bad guys can't get back on their feet. As you can see here, the Bravo MCOM was destroyed. I ended up taking that down. And down goes the Alpha MCOM. Base secured, fortify positions, wait for orders to push on the next set of MCOMs. Now, as I preach often in these games, you kind of have to know your role. My place here, I'm here to dish out ammunition to my buddies. I'm here to put down suppressive fire on the bad guys. But because I'm running a very aggressive weapon as far as the LMGs goes, this is a M249 SAW squad automatic weapon. Run it with hollow sight, 2x mag, potato grip, and of course a suppressor, which is key for attacking on any rush match. Right here is a complete fail on my part. I panic under enemy fire, try to hide inside my ammo crate, but go down to the G36 instead. As you can see right here, I'm second place with a KD of 1 and 3. The guy in first place has a KD of 11 and 1. Now this is kind of what I wanted to point out. As you can see, we do have friendlies getting ready to push those MCOMs, but they all go down. So I spawn in on our one sniper. This is the guy who is 11 and 1 right now, and as you can see, playing very typical sniper type role. Not a recon role, not an aggressive recon role, but a very kind of passive sniper role. Now he is getting kills, so he's very effective with his weapon. He is getting kills, but he's not actually helping us. How could he be helping us, you say? Well, he could switch over to a more aggressive weapon, say a carbine or something, AK-5C, ACWR, whatever his playstyle dictates or whatever his skills dictate. You could also switch over to a spawn beacon so that we do not have to spawn back on our spawn. We could get a little bit closer to the enemy. We could keep the pressure on the enemy. You could also set up tugs and or throw motion balls to try to let us know where the enemy's pushing, where the enemy's retreating, just to give us a tactical overview of what's happening live on the battlefield. The Alpha MCOM gets armed, but immediately defused. So I push in, take down the bad guy, and rearm it. Now our job here is to try to hold this. The enemy is spawning actually behind that Bravo MCOM, and they're coming down that hill towards us. So 1, they have the high ground. 2, they have superior numbers. And 3, they've got a nice line of sight and field of fire on us if we try to actually move up on that Bravo MCOM. So the Bravo MCOM is going to be difficult to take head on. I've played this match several times. And once they dig in on that hill, once they start spawning in numbers on that hill, it's difficult to push across this little area here. Even with this little pool, even with some of the bamboo furniture and some of the pillars you can work with, it's difficult to push face forward into that Bravo MCOM. You usually have to put pressure somewhere else, make the enemy move assets around, move troops around, so that you can attack it from the side or even attack it from the rear. I think I had a chance, took down a couple bad guys. I ran right into that 93R and got taken down. As you can see, still second place, but still not doing good KD-wise. And our sniper buddy, excuse me, he's way back here. Now, he was eliminating an enemy spawn beacon, which was good for him. Keeps the enemy off of our rear and allows them to not flank us. But that spawn beacon was so far off that we could allow the enemy to spawn 3 or 4 guys behind us. That's 3 or 4 guys less that are actually defending that Bravo MCOM. Sometimes it does help to have some bad guys just kind of wandering around trying to get behind you. Because one, that spawn beacon was outside, which means they would have to parachute into the ground, which means we would see them coming anyway. And two, our spawn was actually several hundreds of meters, I believe, to the west of where that beacon was located. So they're not really spawning in our rear area. They're just kind of spawning off to the east of it. And they still have to cross the same body of water that we would have to cross. And as you can see, we spawned back in on our guys. We're trying to get the flank on and get this side push over to the Bravo MCOM. But we made that fatal mistake where we just could not push. Our resident recon guy here has failed to put down a spawn beacon, failed to put down a tugs or throw motion balls, which is really what he probably should have done to try to give us an advantage on the battlefield here. Now, I'm not saying he was a bad player, but he just should have tailored his kit more for a rush attack role. But he seemed excellent at his weapon. He was an excellent sniper. He was really skilled with that weapon. As you can see here, he switched over to a medic. He's now going to perform the role of trying to keep us rezzed on the battlefield, try to keep us healed on the battlefield. Now, there were 3 support guys, and what we probably could have done was switched up our support roles. Excuse me. I could have run the recon, set the motion sensors, set the beacon and all that stuff. But I really kind of wanted to run support, so that was kind of selfish of me on my part. So we're all guilty here. We failed each other in this attempt to take down these bad guys. As you can see, though, we're down to almost no tickets, and it's game over for us. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to play your role, switch it up if you have to, but have fun. My name's Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.